we see the turbulence in the economy. We see things that are, there may be some turbulence coming up, right? And you may crash, but then you have to take inventory because you're gonna, you're on your own journey. So when people ask me like, hey man, like, well, what can I do? The first thing I'm gonna tell them is like, hey, you have to take inventory. Who are your friends? What ideals they place in? What's your environment like? Are you around the people that you want to be around? Right. So inside this mastermind, we normally, some guys come in, they're sardines, and then they have the opportunity to hang around the salmon fishermen. Right. They had, some of the people around us are doing really well in trading or doing really well in life. Right. And instead of like taking the time out to interact with them and to learn and talk to the fishermen, talk to the salmon fishermen, talk to the bear hunter, we ignore our inventory. We ignore the resources that we have around us. And so, we're talking about generational wealth and we're talking about, the next level and talking about the leap. A lot of the secrets, a lot of the goals, a lot of the information never gets down, right? Gets down to the sardine fishermen or the salmon fishermen, because they're not coming down to that level. Because one of the things is that friends hang around friends, right? They elevate. And so one of the tasks we went through is like eliminate, people that didn't add up to a certain score, right? It's like, hey, if they're not, happy, they're not successful, they're not positive, they're not, helping you or being a good friend. I had a matrix I'm gonna be sharing over the next, next month or next couple of weeks in the mindset calls. It was a matrix, and you can put a score on the people around you, because then it's like, all right, well, if I'm trying to get become a salmon fisherman, or I'm trying to become a bear hunter, right? I'm trying to become the elite, right? Some of the people aren't going to be aligned, and you need to be aware, right? You need to have the inventory. So with that note, man, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to, come and share a different light. And, my goal for the mastermind a while ago was to help elevate and help, everyone get to the goal. Of course, we all went from the financial side, and we all want to make the money in the markets. And at the end of the day, time, we talked a lot about time on the wealth side. And you have to look at your time in the market as, I need to take these small wins, right? If I'm a sardine fisherman, right? The sardines are small. So it takes a lot of the small wins to move up to the salmon, right? And if you spend a lot of time, playing small, your family will never be generational wealthy, playing the small, but you have to catch some sardines, right? You have to go through that stage. And then you move up to the salmons where you can catch less, right? And it's the same thing with trading. In the beginning, you got to put a little bit more time in, right? You have to catch smaller sardines, take smaller wins. And then as you catch more, you can get more time to spend with the salmon fishermen, right? Then you go up to the salmon fishermen and you learn from them. And then you start catching some of the bigger fish, right? And then it's like, oh man, what it would feel like to catch a bear, right? And then when you're trying to catch a bear though, you don't go do it alone. Right. So when I say that, startups are great, but joint ventures are better. It's like, if I want to go catch a bear, I'm not going to go do it by myself. Right. And so, because it's more dangerous, right? The farther you go up the scale, it gets more dangerous. And what happens in life is that the more, wealth you get, the more comfortable you get, and the more that you are scared of the risk and the loss. So the more your circle has to elevate. And so the mastermind for 2023, for me, I've been, hitting the resistance and acceptance. Like I've been twinkering between both of them. And one of the things for me personally is that, I know I have information that could help the masses, but I didn't want the responsibility. Like I didn't embrace it, right? I had a mastermind, but like, do I want to make everybody here elevated, right? Do we want to bring everybody up? Of course, we say we do, but when it comes to the task, it's like we have to share more, right? And share the light and be more impactful. And then also put our desires out there more. When I say, hey, I'm gonna lose 50 pounds, I put it out there. So, it was actually energy, right? It's like, hey, everybody is depending, they're watching me, and everybody's always watching. They're always watching. And that is the point, is that, when you get past the obscurity, get past resistance, you accept that people are going to watch, right? And then at some point, it gets to a point where everybody's aware. And when everybody's aware, you're either going to live in your light and you're going to bask in it, or you're going to go back down and you're going to have that resistance that you're not accepting it. So, for me, the mastermind calls are going to be way more impactful. The things we do in trading, we're going to have way more, events. I'm going to share more. If I'm hanging around bears and I'm talking to salmon fishermen, or I'm talking to sardine, the goal is to elevate and make sure your circle. And then also eliminate people, right? Eliminate, if you got negative guys around you, you got people that can't do it, they may need to stay in the sardine and be a sardine fisherman for a lot longer. Maybe they're not ready. They're not ready to elevate. The same thing with the salmon fishermen. Some people are going to be comfortable, and we have to accept that they're going to be comfortable. Just that's okay. That's their journey. That is their journey, and then your journey is your journey, right? And your struggle is yours, but taking inventory, that is something that we all can do, personally. And I'm going to share as much as I can. And I'm back to the trading. I've seen you, Keith, asking about the trading. I'm going to hop back on and do a trading call, but I wanted to come in for 30 minutes and do a 30-minute mindset call to let you guys kind of know what to expect, know that, the level of information, the excitement, the glow, the change, it is, for me, I'm accepting the role, accepting, the opportunity to help and to blow up and to glow up. And, basically I can't live in obscurity, right? Everybody needs to be aware. If you have a light, you got to share it. And that is one of the things when we talk about the Illuminati and the elitists, it is accepting their role and what role they want to be in, right? And accepting where you are in life. And are you content with it? Or if you want more, then you're going to get more, you're going to circle out more, you're going to see you're going to take inventory, you're going to look at your resources, and you're also going to look at what's holding you back. Right. So yeah, I definitely want to remind everybody to shine. Right. I also want you to know that resistance is real. Everybody goes through it, but you had the opportunity to break out, and you had the opportunity to accept where you are and accept what you don't know, accept what you do know, and then share with everybody. Right. Share your awareness, share your things. We're in the mastermind together, sharing your light, sharing your gift, helping the guys around you. You're actually increasing the value in your environment. And if you don't share it, right, that is the resistance. Why aren't you showing? Are you jealous? Are you scared? You have something internal. For me, it is looking at the responsibility, like, did I really want the responsibility? But if I'm built for it, and that's one of my gifts, then I have to share more and give more. Right. And so that's what this last 7 days for me has been, embrace the greatness. And if you want more, you're going to do more and give more and be more. Right. And that's part of your acceptance of who you are. And that's just your role. And on that note, I'm going to see you guys this week, man. We're going to share a lot. I'm in the trades long right now. And I just wanted to say, I miss all you guys, and I'm going to be talking to most of you. 2023 is going to be a great year. We're going to finish this year strong. And if you have been struggling, the small wins is where you start. And I've learned a lot more. Y'all gonna get a lot more, but it's just the iceberg. We're gonna have a lot more in-person meetings because you need to be in an environment, right? For me, I'm gonna be hanging around a lot more bears. I have them in my circle, and I need to bring that information back to you guys as well, so we can elevate one another. Some of you guys are bears, and you don't even know it, right? Bear hunters. So we all hunters, and we all gatherers, and we all taking care of our family. But We're gonna have to utilize our time, leverage more, utilize, even the debt. They told me I needed to go buy some more shit. I mean, basically it's like, look, 800 credit score, you got no debt. It's like, you will never be generational wealthy with no debt. You need to go have some good debt. Go borrow and buy more things that you can afford, because you're gonna have to elevate and raise to the challenge. Right. So yeah, I'm gonna monetize more, right? I'm gonna trade bigger. It's a lot of things that I'm gonna do to elevate. But on that note, peace out.